On first down, here's Nix to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week. Come out early. Get some... settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Down. Ready.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. Another run here for Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropping for the loss of a yard. He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started. They're down and 3.
Let's go. 45. White. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game. And that will hit and go out of bounds just on the other side of midfield. At their own 47-yard line. Now, it's Nix. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
Hold on a sec.
Throwing, Nix. He'll get this out to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain. Be 3rd, they need 1.
Hold on a sec. Ready.
Here's Nix to throw. That's out to the flat and incomplete. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
37.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now give on the ground, finding space at the 15. And he's in! Touchdown, Cowboys! That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Let's go now. Red, 38.
Now faking the give. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
32.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught right side. It's London. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, and he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw is Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A throw on the move is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Nix. Moving outside the pocket. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Up the middle they go. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll throw. It's Nix. He's going to have the 1st down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Dallas. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He knocks it through. Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. 52.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Demarion Overshown there on the tackle. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. Yep, ready.
They'll look to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this.
Set, ready. Yellow, 22. Set.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
34-yard line.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. James Pierce getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Now a timeout. Atlanta. That's their 1st. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And now he's just single-handedly taking over this drive, Mike. I mean, they better find a way to neutralize him before he does more damage. Get more bodies on him, take the protection to him. Either way, just get him blocked.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. The Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Forward for a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Hut.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down, coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3.
32.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. A gain there of 11. 1st down on Atlanta. They'll look to throw yet again. Open man downfield. That's London. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A gain there of 27 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Yellow. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. They'll try to set up a tight end screen with Pitts. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Here we go.
Back to the air one more time. And he's open middle of the field. It is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Falcons are back within 4 at 14-10.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
So still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. Brown now to return it. going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw is Nix. Open man. That's Dante Fortin. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Now a give up the middle, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and a yard.
32-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
Pick this one up on the ground. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. 1st down.
1st and 10.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by. Like we used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that 1st down by about a yard or 2.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Right side, and hauled in by Warren. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
As they try to run it here. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And left side, it's caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Throw it. Nix. Headed left. Buying time. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Play action now. It's Nix. His throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. Got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal.
Ready?
To throw is Nix. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown Cowboys. It's his 3rd touchdown this year. Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to a 21-10 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play.
Ready up. Ready. 50. Set.
They run over center with Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready, set. Down. Black. Next, ready.
He'll look to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Set. Ready.
We'll get this to Pitts once more.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates.
Set.
If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Finds room inside the 40. And he will score. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. That's touchdown number 23 for him on the season. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Riker now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons are back within 4. It's 21-17.
Falcons 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone was across early. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Throwing is Nix. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming. and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm, just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Ready.
And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 45. Wide. Set.
Back to throw. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Ready.
On first down, it's Robinson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Come on, set. Yellow, 40, ready.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. To the right. That's pitched. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Okay, right.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Ready up.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd
Here we
down.
go. Red, 38. Set.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. Inside. It's complete. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 41 yards.
Here we go.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's into the end zone yet again. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. throw for Nix. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Second down. Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Screen works to perfection. Give them 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now they'll set up to throw. Out wide, that's Robinson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Down. Black 40. Set top.
He'll drop the throw. And caught left side by Pitts. That is Pitts, number 60 for the season.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Ready?
Throwing now from the gun. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Okay, ready?
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow.
Pitts is the man in motion.
Cut.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to pick up the first down and more. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Atlanta. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, my son!
Here's Nix to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. Nix now on 1st and 10. Forced to his right. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. Here comes 2nd down.
Captain, 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 captain. Oh, my son! Ready! Ready, my son!
They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score. A 1-score game late, you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, good effort, just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they've still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
They'll run it here with Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Short kick taken at the 17. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 44-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Hold on a sec.
Back to throw is Nix. He'll get this out to his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, it's Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Going to need a big play now. Third down and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Nick's gonna throw for it. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Falcon first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Ready. Here's a toss left side for Robinson. Good blocking to the 15. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap